it simple. A simple life is a beautiful life.
Hi, welcome to Just Keep It Simple. It's kind of noisy. Down the road there is some construction going on, so I hope you don't mind. But nevertheless, I wanted to do this video for Lapidaria. You have Lapidaria, and many of Malaysian like this plant. So basically I just want to share with you today some tips, especially your soil. Every plant begins with the correct soil that you give them, so you have to give them the correct soil. Every plant has its own soil demand. So now here, I'm just going to put it here. So now I just want to share with you the soil that I've prepared for Lapidaria. Lapidaria, basically the one that I have, matured plant. It's about 4 to 5 years old. So you can see that my soil is pretty great. Pretty great. So because it's a mature plant and it's not a young Lapidaria, so therefore I'm going on a higher grade. My grade here is stones. Pumice. I have pumice, and I have some green stones here, very minimal to the green stones, mainly pumice, and I have red lava. Red lava. I don't know whether you can see or not, but I will just explain to you. I have pumice, red lava. What I add into this, this is about 70% grade. 70% grade. Balance are the what you call that, the peat moss, and I have the burn rice husk. Burn rice husk here. So I just mix whatever I have in my store here. So the whole entire ratio here is 70% grit, 30% of peat moss, and a mixture of the burn rice husk. And you mix everything up, and of course you will see I've also add in the slow release fertilizers. Just a spoonful, depending what's your volume like. You just add a spoonful of slow release fertilizer here. Now, not forgetting all the time, many planters just do the soil. It's really very tedious for many who are not very familiar with all this soil ratio and all that. The grit that I'm using is between 2 to 4 mm. If you have only 1 to 3 mm grit, pumice or red lava or black lava, use that, or even your myfun. If you have myfun, just add whatever you have. You don't have to purposely sometimes go get the recipe all together. What you have in your collection of soil, you just mix them up. You need to add in fungicide. This is the fungicide powder. So you add this in. So again, based on the volume, just add. This is really good. This will prevent all this root rot and all that. And not forgetting, you can add in some rooting powder. This is my rooting powder. And do try to get the premium type of powders that I've just shown you. Just get the premium ones. I'm not saying the cheaper ones are not good, but it's not as effective as you want it to be. So the first one was the fungicide, second was rooting, and then this is the insecticide powders. Insecticide powder. There you go. Sorry, I'm really doing it as I normally do my planting, so you'll see a big mess here. And then, like I said, you add some slow release fertilizer. So I'm just going to put here so it's easier for you to see. I have diatomite. I'm closing my containers that have all this ingredients. So you will hear me opening containers and closing containers. Now, diatomite. Diatomite is insecticide particles that I use. I know I have the insecticide powder here, but I would like to also add in the diatomite particles here as part of the mix. Now, with all this, you just mixed it up. Okay, let me take the Lapidaria out, put it aside, and all this, mix it up. But in actual fact, it should be more. I've actually mixed it up earlier, but in order to show you, I'm just going to put some here and there, and I'm going to mix it up. So you don't have to be too cautious about how many spoonfuls and all that. For me, just based on your instinct, you just put 1 spoon, 2 spoon. Again, like I said, depending. Most of you will use small containers, so you just put a half teaspoon of this, a half teaspoon of that, and then mix it up. Now, I'm using a bigger rectangular container here because I have a lot of Lapidaria, so I will actually plant all of them in one rectangular container here. Okay, I like using rectangular because I have more plants in my collection here. So, like for you guys who are just collectors, you just plant it in your pot. Otherwise, for me, I'm planting in rectangular containers. We also sell this type of rectangular containers, which has very good drainage hole. You can see at the bottom it's all drainage hole. If you have a lot of lip tops and all that, you want to put all of them together. Getting all this rectangular is good in a sense because it's light. Yeah, it's light, and the drainage hole at the bottom is just full drainage hole at the bottom, and it's just awesome for Malaysian planters. Okay, now I'm going to plant the Lapidaria. Lapidaria has been trimmed, for the roots. It has been trimmed to this extent, and I'm quite particular. So what I'm going to do is, I see all this dry fine roots. So what I want to do is try to peel all that off too. And then certain areas that I can't reach, I just use the tweezer to scrape up the dry roots away. Yeah, I'm going to leave this to dry off. Okay, now just plant it in. My soil is dry now, so I just plant it in. I don't know whether this has a seed pod or not, but nevertheless, I just put it aside. Same thing here, just plant it in. Yeah, so I'm going to do like 3 in a row. 3 in a row. It's all nicely trimmed already. I've actually trimmed the roots, and I have Lalicolors for about a week and a half. Yeah, a week and a half. And it's actually very dry for now, so it's just a good thing that I can plant all this in. The humidity now is 51. We are at 34 Celsius, and that is how hot it is outside here. Recently the weather is really warm. Some say because of the Indonesia heat and all that. I cannot agree more. It's really warm outside, to be very honest. I'm sweating now, and I have a fan blowing at the back of me. You might hear the fan blowing at the back of the background. This is done. I hope you like it. I'm going to give it a measure of this plant. Let's see. Wow, if I just simply measure without my caliper with a ruler, this is about 5 centimeter. Yeah, 5 centimeter. Very good size. So what you need to do now is not to water it. You just planted them in. As I mentioned all the time, yes, I know the root has callus, the root has healed, and even if you water it, it might not have root rot, but I want this plant to get themselves acquainted to the soil that I've provided them, and I will not water this until after a week or two. But looking at the weather now, most probably in a week I will water, and do not water during the daytime because it's really warm. As you know, the weather now is really warm. Watering daytime now is not advisable. Always water your plants at night when the temperature cools down, and you water it. My watering timing at night is not at 8, not at 9. I normally water them about like after 9, or maybe should I say 10 above, and I will start watering them. So what I do is I'll do deep watering. I'll fill up a pail of water that can fit this pot here, and I will just do a bottoms up watering. Most probably this container would be good. Just fill up half of this container with water, and I also use overnight water. I don't use water straight from the tap. Half of this bucket here, and then I'll just put it in and let it sip it through. And when I see the top here is already absorbing water from this tray here, then I will remove it, and then I will let it dry, and then later, once I don't see any water flowing up here, and most probably I'll put it back here. Okay, so, and then I put it in front of the fan because the humidity is so high. I want to get the soil dry as soon as possible. Okay, so this is Lapidaria session. Any question, just send me a message, and have a good day ahead. Thank you for watching. Just keep it simple. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.